Back, everybody. It's now time for What's Hot. This is where we talk about those stories that have all of you talking.
And today we're joined by Klein of Boelter+Lincoln, and Jeff Wagner is back. Our first What's Hot: a working mother is taking her pregnancy discrimination case to the U.S. Supreme Court. Doctors told Peggy Young she couldn't lift more than 20 pounds for the first 20 weeks of her pregnancy. So UPS at the time placed her on unpaid leave. She's now fighting her former employer for denying her accommodations while she was pregnant. Your thoughts on all this?
Jeff, isn't there a statute of limitations? I believe she had already left the job for a number of years before bringing this lawsuit to the table. I feel like there's a statute of limitations that comes into play.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long it is before that kicks in, but this is bizarre on a lot of levels. UPS has now changed its policy. Why UPS is fighting this from back in 2006, I just don't know. They essentially take the position that being pregnant, we're not going to accommodate you, just like we wouldn't accommodate you if you hurt your back while you were off duty. You know, that's kind of a tough sell.
They did offer light duty to other employees, right, which is what they're now doing for pregnant employees.
They offered light duty to people who were hurt on the job. They said, look, if you had hurt your back at home, we wouldn't offer you light duty, and so they're treating pregnancy like you hurt your back at home. But they don't even do that anymore. That's what's bizarre.
Well, and they're saying you know, that decision at the time was legal, although it doesn't seem very, it doesn't seem like a good decision to me. It might have been legal, but it doesn't really seem like a good decision.
Well, see, and the interesting thing about this is, like I say, UPS has changed its policy, but there's a lot of other companies around who haven't. This potentially has the impact to cost millions and millions of dollars, you know, to the extent that there's companies that don't do it. I'm having trouble understanding why UPS wants to be the poster child in defending a policy that they no longer have.
Do companies run the risk of liability if they put somebody on light duty and something happens to them while they're doing light duty, that the company knew this person wasn't capable of doing the job and they got hurt while doing something lesser than it?
Well, probably not, because she had a doctor's excuse. Typically, you won't do light duty unless the doctor comes in and says that this is okay. I
think the doctor's note protects the company because it says she's okay to do this light duty.
Right. She's not okay to do the regular lifting, but if you give her light duty, she's okay. And that's what triggered it. She came in with the doctor's note saying she can't perform her job, but she can do light duty. Let her have that. And instead, they put her on unpaid leave. This is going to be a tough one. I don't know how the court's going to come down on it. But again, I just don't understand.
They also took away, I mean, she had to switch medical benefits. She had to go to her husband's medical benefits, and thankfully he had them at the time.
Right.
Well, and it definitely makes her feel like she's disposable, like the company doesn't care about her unborn child at the time, and that, you know what, you're just another number, you're just another employee, so sorry about that.
All right, coming up next, we reveal the viewer's choice topic of the day.
And Michael Fish is back with another look at a very cold forecast.
That looks miserable out there.
Now more of What's Hot and our viewer's choice topic of the day.
Again, we are joined by Klein and Jeff Wagner from 620 WTMJ. Viewer's choice topic: should Toyota be allowed to turn off airbags in people's cars until replacements can be installed? The automaker says it plans to disable defective airbags once it runs out of replacements. It stressed that disabling airbags is only a temporary fix. I got to say, if I have a Toyota airbag and they can't fix it, and the odds are this thing is going to explode in my face like a shotgun, yes, turn this thing off.
I mean, but either scenario is bad. You get in an accident, you don't have an airbag, or the accidental deployment. I mean, it's a no-win.
Should we let these two chime in, Courtny?
What are the liabilities here if they turn it off if something does happen? I mean, is there an eventual lawsuit if a person could have been saved, but they weren't because
I didn't have my airbag because you turned it off.
I mean, I would rather have a cut on my face or lose an ear, but still have my life.
Well, except, you see, it's actually a two-part thing. They're not just saying turn off the airbag. They're not taking it out. They're also putting a sticker on saying don't have anybody sit in the passenger seat.
Right.
Because you're right. If this does go bad, it turns into like a hand grenade. I mean, you got shrapnel that's flying out. Now, as a practical matter, okay, how many people, you have a car and they say, okay, we're not going to be able to replace this airbag, so don't let anybody sit in the passenger seat for 3 or 4 months. Okay.
Good try.
That's a great solution.
Right. See, what I don't understand about this whole thing is this controversy has actually been going on for a while. It's really just hit the news recently, and that's part of the reason why there's a shortage of airbags, because they're running out of these things. But how could this happen? You've known this has been going on for a while. You would have think you would have been stockpiling these things, knowing sooner or later there's going to be a major recall.
Yeah, and this affects other automakers. It's not just Toyota.
Sure, right.
I mean, a lot of
this
people
is
are
how
having
this
these
company
problems.
is choosing to deal with it.
Well, and how haven't we found a solution yet, and very quickly? I mean, you hit the nail on the head, Jeff. We've known about this for a long time. They've known about it for a long time. Why isn't something already in place? Isn't there always a plan B? And this impacts a lot of people. It's just not one particular car. There's a lot of lives at stake here.
All right, we have to go to our lightning round. It's only Halloween, but Walmart rolling out, you ready for it? The Black Friday shopping deals this weekend. The retail chain is offering more than 20,000 rollbacks on items from groceries to toys to electronics. Monday, Walmart is bringing back its popular 24-hour holiday cyber savings event. Okay, Jeff, technically, we'll be through Halloween when this kicks in. I
was at Home Depot this morning. They got full-on Christmas
shocking.
displays up.
Well, but look, okay, I admit this drives me crazy. I'm a traditionalist. I'm a dinosaur. I'm old school. I think that you start thinking about Christmas after Thanksgiving.
Yes.
But that is not the conventional wisdom. The reason these stores do this is because people flock. If consumers weren't going and buying things as fast as they could, the stores wouldn't do it. This is the market operating, although I swear I don't get it.
Yeah, nail on the head again, Jeff. Man, that's 2 for 2. But the consumers are driving these decisions. If the stores didn't want to do it, if the consumers weren't going to be there, and the money wasn't going to be at stake. So, if we really want to change things, just stay in your house, don't do the shopping, and wait until it's after Thanksgiving. But we all know we're in a very materialistic society that's not going to happen.
Well, and see, part of it, too, it's the internet.
Yes.
I mean, because it's so easy to do the internet shopping. You're watching TV, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and you say, hey, I got to have that Chia Pet. You can walk into your computer, you could just, oh gosh, I gave away what you're getting for Christmas, Courtney, I'm sorry. But you order the Chia Pet, and
I'll clear a spot in the kitchen.
you're done. You can do it at 3 o'clock in the morning over the internet. So, I mean, these brick and mortar stores,
the early bird
they
gets the worm. I mean, they're trying to get the business before you go get it somewhere else.
Fine, then keep it online.
Last 10 seconds here. Favorite Halloween candy, everybody go.
Milk Duds.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Milky Ways.
Milk Duds.
I don't know.
The What's Hot discussion will continue online. Find out what Courtney likes at tmj4.com/hot.